Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Since this week has been about love and connection, today I would like to talk about something that we all crave, that's love and companionship. It's such a meaningful part of our journey, and I want to share some thoughts that might help you shift how you see relationships and yourself by the end of this video. So stay tuned. But before we dive in, I want to take a moment and say something really important. So many of you watch my videos but haven't subscribed to my channel yet. If you are enjoying my content and want to see more of it, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. It really helps get my videos out there to amazing people like you. Now let's dive into the topic. Man is a social animal. We are social creatures by nature. And it's only natural to want to share our lives with someone, want to have shared experiences, more so with someone special. But let me ask you this. How often do we jump into romantic relationships just to avoid the discomfort of being alone? Maybe the thought of being alone feels overwhelming. Society has made it only worse. We've all heard phrases like, you need to find someone to complete you, or you won't be happy until you're in a relationship. It's almost as if being single means you are failing at life. How many of you have been asked, why aren't you seeing anyone yet? Or when are you going to settle down? As if your worth depends completely on having a partner. This kind of pressure is bound to make us feel we are incomplete, like something is missing. But I want you to pause and reflect on this for a moment. If you can't love yourself unconditionally, is it fair to expect someone else to do that for you? Think about it. If you are not comfortable in your skin, if you struggle to accept your own quirks, flaws, the past, can you truly expect someone else to embrace you fully? It's easy to think that the right person will come into our life and fix all the things that we are insecure about. But here's the truth. Love doesn't work that way. You need to start by first loving yourself and healing yourself. Self-love doesn't mean being perfect. It means loving every part of yourself, the good, the messy, and everything in between. Here's an example of self-love from the series The Little Things. Do you remember the scene where Kavya and Dhruv sit down and talk about their individual struggles? Despite being in love, they both realize that they need to work on their own insecurities to truly support each other. That's what self-love is about. Understanding that you are a work in progress and choosing to show yourself kindness and patience along the way. When you build a healthy relationship with yourself, you don't just grow individually. You create the foundation for the kind of love that's mutual, balanced, and real. Now, the society or people around you might argue that a relationship completes you. But a healthy relationship isn't about someone completing you. It's about two people coming together to share their lives and have shared experiences. If you haven't worked on your own self, on your growth, you will find yourself repeating patterns that are not working for you or are unhealthy for you. There are so many times I have come across people who get out of a relationship because it did not work. They jumped into another, that didn't work, then they jump into the third one. And in each of these relationships, they find it's much later that they see that there's a pattern in the kind of people they attract, a pattern in the way the relationships end. But essentially, there is some pattern. And one of the most common patterns is staying in a toxic relationship or toxic situations because you don't feel worthy, or maybe you're expecting your partner to fix everything for you. And these patterns a lot of times operate at the subtle level, which we tend to ignore. But when you've done the inner work, you will attract people who reflect that energy, partners who are also committed to their growth. And this foundation for both of you helps you to create a relationship where both of you can grow together as a couple and individually as well. And love becomes a partnership, not a one-way street. Remember that a relationship should enhance your life and not complete it. You might be thinking or wondering, how do you build a relationship where both of you thrive and grow together? The answer lies in intention. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of consistent, mindful effort. It means choosing to evolve individually while supporting each other's journey. It's about creating a space where both of you feel seen, heard, understood, valued, and inspired to become the best version of yourselves. When you commit to growing yourself, you'll naturally attract a person or a partner who's committed to their growth. And together you can create a space for mutual respect, support, and evolution. Lastly, if you're still feeling confused about someone or uncertain about how to approach relationships, ask yourself this: are the patterns that you are operating from aligned with the kind of love and life that you truly want? This simple question holds enormous power to bring so much clarity. When you start aligning your thoughts, beliefs, actions with the love that you deserve, everything begins to shift. Be mindful and take small steps today. Start by practicing self-love. Now you know what self-love is. Reflect on your patterns, heal your wounds, and focus on your growth. You deserve love, and not just from someone else, but also from your own self. And if this message resonated with you, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such videos, and don't forget to share this with someone who may need it. Until next time, breathe, love, cherish every moment.